So welcome back. Yeah, sorry, Icy. I know you were on here, but more people will show up here in a couple seconds, hopefully, if our Facebook link is working.
All right,
There
we're
we
good.
go.
Now it's YouTube that's taking forever.
You think that could be part of the problem when we're going to answer questions? Is
Good. All right.
the initial link?
No, it shouldn't be. I mean, it should because it should catch right up. Right, we're live everywhere. Everybody's up and online. That's
All
good.
right, there we go.
That
Goodness
was
gracious.
weird. When nobody came on, I'm like, there's a
Yeah,
problem here.
this is definitely weird. So a little bit of technical difficulties to start, but welcome everybody. Week 5 Jeopardy. It's here, and standings are close. We'll get to the standings in a minute. But yeah, welcome. So, as you were saying before, got some. I think they're cool categories. I always think they're cool categories. I'm always in for a good dad joke, but that's pretty much what some of these are.
Nick, you definitely had some fun with these though.
Yep, absolutely. So, all right, MLB style trivia, obviously for everybody. These are our standings after 4 weeks. So we got John Carter at 15 points. We got Brandon at 8 points. We got Vincent and Jared and Joey tied with 3 points. We got Joshua and Justin tied in 4th with 2 points. We got Captain and John O'Hara on the board with 1 point. So yellow bow tie. I went with black today, pink shirt. I know, Chris, I'm sorry. Just, this is my work attire. So I actually just come home. I throw some shorts on because, you guys don't see my bottom half. And, just.
Are you wearing a bow tie to work?
Yeah, dude.
Dang.
I do.
You would. I love it.
Yeah. I almost went suspenders today too, but I thought I would hold off.
That would have been epic.
I'm pulling that out for a special occasion. So
yep. Save that for the final show.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah. So black bow tie, pink shirt today. So you're welcome, fellas. And ladies, if you're watching. All right. Here are the rules and regulations for the game. So it's 10 weeks. We're in week 5. If you miss 1 week, you can still come back and make up ground with points. There will be 20 seconds. This is new. We tried it last week, worked pretty well. There will be 20 seconds after each clue to enter your answer. Everyone that answers correctly in that time frame gets the points for that question. At the end of each game, first place, 5 points, second place, 3 points, third place, 1 point.
We're not going to ignore this comment, right?
So, John, I got that comment today, and then I also got like the milkman, like the old school milkman, for sure, absolutely. I feel that. So the standings will be kept from week to week. Awesome. Player with the most points after 10 weeks wins rounding third gear and, of course, bragging rights. So I am going to tell you what the categories are for this week. We have first category, players over 6'10", World Series year by winning pitcher. So I'm going to list all the winning pitchers. You have to tell me the year of the World Series. Baseball players in song lyrics. I'm going to give you the actual line and the artist of the song, and you have to tell me who the baseball player is in the lyric. And then X gonna give it to you. I mean, kind of goes with the baseball player in song lyrics. However, it's just baseball players that has an X somewhere in their name. I, in quotes, should know him. So I'm not going to really explain that one. And then the last one is a Star Wars / MLB hybrid. So I'm going to give 2 clues describing a Star Wars character and an MLB character. And you have to give me what the name would be combined. And I'm not going to give much leeway on that. It has to be exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. And they fit really close. Like I sent those to you, Harrison, right? They're pretty
cool. They were good. I as a Star Wars fan, I approve.
Okay. All right. So here we go. We are going to start. If Harrison's ready. Are you ready?
I'm good to go. Let's do this.
All right. Players
Ron Carter's
over.
never seen Star Wars. There you go, folks. There's your in.
Oh, there we go. All right. The chat's going to light up on this one for sure. I know. Players over 6'10" for 200. The Bird Executioner.
I love the fact he's a photographer now, and that's his logo.
It's so good. It's so
it's
good.
so perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Love everything about it.
And that's time.
So we will hang on for another 10 seconds or so. Let people get in. Oh boy, this is gonna. You have to help me with the scoreboard on this one, Nick.
Yep, for sure. All right, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Chad Edwards is the last comment that we will accept, and we'll take Chris Marie's the last comment we will accept for this answer. All right, so we got Chris.
Hang on, I gotta add some names.
All right. Yep. Hang with us as we enter your name into the scoreboard here.
Because I've got the score from last week, but some of you were not here last week, so
yeah.
I got to add Chris Marie too.
All right.
All right. So who's getting points?
All right. Chris has got 200. Chad Edwards 200. Joey 200.
Marie, Chad Edwards. Where'd Chad go? Oh, hang on. Chad's got 200. Who else?
Joey 200.
Joey 200.
Vincent 200. John Temple 200. Justin Green 200. And John Carter 200.
And I'll just skip John Carter.
It's terrible. That's not very nice. All right. Here we go. World Series year by winning pitcher for 200. Kurt Schilling, Randy Johnson, Roger Clemens, Mariano Rivera, Sterling Hitchcock, Randy Johnson, and Randy Johnson. Sad face. I always forget Randy Johnson won 3 games here because he came in relief in the 9th inning, and then they walked it off in the 7th and got the win there.
That's right. Sterling Hitchcock, my boy.
Yep. All right, about 10 more seconds here. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Chad Edwards is the last one we are going to accept. 2001 is the correct answer. So Chad gets points. We'll wait for Chris to dial in. So Chris gets 200. Chad Edwards 200. Paul Schumann.
Sorry, I got Chad. Paul. Wait, are we taking Chris's?
Yeah, we'll take Chris's.
Okay. All right, I got Chris, Chad, Paul. All right, so
Joey, John Carter, Sean Temple, Carl Greenfield. Do you have Carl's?
Don't.
Gonna have to add him.
Carl Greenfield.
Yep. And then Justin Green. Yes, 2001 is the correct answer. Nice job, fellas.
And Carl. Where'd Carl go? Got so many players now. It's a big list to scroll through. I love it.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
All right, we're good.
All right, here we go. Baseball players in song lyrics for 200. Fife Dog, 1991. Blank knows this, blank knows that, but blank don't know Jack because blank can't rap.
I'm impressed you did not give the answer away reading those lyrics. It would have been so easy to slip the name in.
I know I'm gonna probably mess up at some point here.
That one especially.
Yeah. I have to like really slow myself down for sure. Yeah, don't worry about autocorrect here. I will be liberal with it because there's a lot of no's coming in, and I know you mean Bo. So, yes. It is Bo Jackson. Good. Give you like 5 seconds coming in here. All right. A lot of them for you.
Oh, boy.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Chris is the last one to bring in here. So, yep, it is Bo Jackson. Good. So, Chris, Vincent,
Hang on. Chris, Vincent,
Paul,
Joey,
Willie Wilness.
I'm sorry, did you hear that right?
Willie Wilness.
All right, that's not a name we've got.
All right. Love it.
All right, we got Willie Wilness on the board.
All right. Chad.
Where? Chad Edwards right there.
Justin Green.
Carl.
Paul. John Temple.
Yep.
Carl and John Carter.
Which Carl was the second one?
Oh, do we have 2 Carls? Greenfield.
Oh, he answered twice. Okay. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, because I think his first answer was no,
Yep.
no Jackson.
John Carl. Okay. So, all right. I already got Carl. We're good. And then I got John. All right.
Yeah. All right. Nice job.
Oh, wait,
all right.
we got Chris at the very top. Do we get Chris? Yes, we got Chris. Okay. We're good.
Did we get him? Okay. All right. X gonna give it to you for 200. Third baseman signing with the Boston Red Sox in the 24-25 offseason, who is currently in a lot of trade rumors. I think I went pretty easy on these $200 questions this week. Get some people on the board here early.
Yeah, we're getting strong responses.
Yeah.
All right. 10 more seconds.
There we go. They're coming in here.
We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. John Carter's the last one in.
All right. Well, we'll take Chris.
Sorry, Chris came in right as I said it.
Yep. All right.
All right. Give me the names.
We'll take Paul's too. That was right there. So Paul.
All right. So Paul.
Chris.
John.
Carter.
John Carter.
John Temple. Joey. Vincent. Chad
Edwards, right?
Yes, sir. Willie Wilness. That's just a fun name to say.
Yes, I love it.
And Carl Greenfield.
And that's Carl with a K, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's make sure I get that right.
Yes.
Okay, good.
All right. Here's the next one. I should know him for 200. Left fielder and first baseman for the Mariners, the Royals, Mariners, Phillies, Yankees, Mariners, Angels, and Royals. 305 career home runs. You got this one, right, Harrison?
I thought I did.
Oh, come on.
Okay, I was right. I was like,
okay. All right.
The Angels and Royals. I was like, wait a second.
All right, about 5-ish more seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is Raul Ibanez. It's always Chris. There you go. All right. Yes. So Chris, it is Ibanez. I'll even take True to the Blues. So True to the Blue is on the board. Raul Ibanez is correct.
All right. Hang on. I'm adding True to the Blue right now.
All right.
All right. Give me the list.
All right. Chris Marie.
Got Chris.
Chad Edwards.
Where'd Chad go? There's Chad.
I'll Justin Green,
Justin,
Joey,
Joey,
John Temple,
John Temple,
Vincent,
Vincent,
Carl with a K,
Carl.
and John Kata.
Ugh.
Raul. Yeah. All right. Here's the next one. Star Wars / MLB hybrid. So I am looking for a very specific way to put the two together. And it would make sense once you see the first clue. So here we go. The captain of the Millennium Falcon and right fielder for the Mets that signed the biggest deal in MLB history.
Did you see how bummed out he was? He's not going to get his $100,000 bonus for making the All-Star team.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Yeah. They asked him about getting the break, and he's like, well, I'd rather get the money than the break. Because $100,000 is going to make a huge difference to his financial future at this point.
I mean, it's just a bonus Ferrari at that point.
Crazy. Flat cheese. Good to have you here.
Yeah. All right. About 5 more seconds.
Well, we've got some creative ones coming in.
There we do.
We're gonna have to make a ruling on some of these.
Yeah, I didn't think that it could actually work both ways.
It actually works really well.
Didn't. I'm gonna let that.
I think we gotta count it. That's good. Actually.
I do too. So the one I had in my notes was Han Soto, but Juan Solo also
works out really well.
I'm gonna take them both. So we got
got St. Louis. Who's the last person in?
St. Louis Prods.
We taking Solo Soto?
Sure, I'll take it.
Okay.
All right, so we'll take John.
Okay. I gotta add STL Prods.
Yep.
For 200.
Yep. John Temple 200. Chris Marie 200. Did you add flat cheese bun in there?
Is flat cheese in?
Yep. Solo Soto.
Oh, gee, good old flat cheese is in there with an answer. I love it.
Yep. Chad Edwards.
Chad.
True to the Blue.
True to the Blue.
John Carter. Sorry, it's like Juan Solo. Joey.
Got it.
And Vincent.
Got it.
And then did you get John Temple?
John Temple, yes.
And then Paul.
In a perfect game so far.
Okay, Paul. I didn't see these ones up here. Paul. Carl with a K.
Where'd Carl with a K go? Carl.
Willie Wilness.
Yep.
And Justin.
Where did Justin go? There he is.
All right. So after our first round of $200 questions, what are our score updates, Harrison?
We have 5 people pitching a perfect game so far. So we've got Chad Edwards, Chris Marie, Joey, John Temple, and John Carter all at 1,200. We've got Justin Green, Carl Greenfield, Paul, and Vincent at 1,000. We got Willie Wilness at 600, True to the Blue at 400, Flat Cheese, and St. Louis Productions at 200. Our newcomers.
Yes, love it. All right, here we go. Players over 6'10" for 400. 2022 to 2025, all with the Giants, appeared in 58 games in 2024 and has 9 appearances this year in 2025 before being sent to AAA. I was looking at some of the heights on these guys, and it's crazy. I can't even imagine what they've seen, what they look like on the mound. Like, I really can't.
I mean, this is not a game built for height. In some ways, that's not to your advantage unless you're a pitcher.
Yes. All right, we got about 10 more seconds. All right, we got 5, All right. So we will stop at Justin Green with never fails.
Always
Chris
Chris, right under it.
Yeah. Oh, they're still coming in. I'll give it a second here. So yeah. All right. We'll stop with Willie Wellness then. Yep, Sean Jelly is the correct answer. This dude is just a beanpole on the mound. It's awesome. So we got Willie, John Temple.
All right, hang on. Willie gets 400. John Temple gets 400.
Chad Edwards, 400.
Chad gets 400.
Paul, 400.
Paul, 400.
Chris Marie.
Chris gets 400.
Justin.
Justin gets 400.
Joey.
Joey gets 400.
Vincent.
Vincent.
Carl with a K.
Oh, hang on. Carl with a K. Got it.
And John Carter.
John Carter.
Nice. All right.
Love all the scoring.
Yeah, this is incredible. This is what we wanted. We want the answers coming in. So here we go. World Series year by winning pitcher 400. John Smoltz, Greg Maddux, David Cohn, Graham Lloyd, Andy Pettit, and Jimmy Key.
He's like a sail with that jersey on.
Yeah, for sure.
Actually, the funny thing is, like, the wind doesn't make it to the batter, so they don't get any benefit.
Yeah. All right, about 10 more seconds to go here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
So looks like Paul's the last one in.
Yep, Paul's the last one in. It is 1996. It is 1996. So Paul gets points.
Paul gets 400. Who else gets 400?
Chris Murray gets 400. Chad, 400.
Okay.
John Carter, 400.
Okay.
Joey, 400.
Okay.
Carl with a K. Brandon. Yes.
All right, he's here.
Yes, he's back.
Coming in a little late. Got some ground to make up.
It's all right. He'll be fine.
Yep.
Vincent is the last one.
Okay.
Yes, 1996. Nice job.
And the Braves were so bummed because they thought they'd go back to back.
Ugh, brutal.
All right. The window on them closed.
Yep. All right. Baseball players in song lyrics for 400. Jay-Z, 2007. They say it's celestial. It's all in these stars, like blank, blank, blank on how you play your cards.
We got Brandon playing hooky from a work meeting to be here.
Love it. It's absolutely incredible. Love that.
Just don't get yourself in trouble, Brandon. We're not trying for that.
Yeah, right.
But we appreciate the dedication to Jeopardy.
Yep, absolutely. Incredible. All right, about 10 more seconds here.
We do not yet have an answer in.
We do not.
People are either stumped or they're Googling.
This one, if you really look at the lyrics, it would kind of make sense. And there's 3 blanks. Do you have this one, Harrison?
I think I do.
All right, 5 more seconds.
Some of these answers are
4,
great.
3, 2, 1. All right. Justin Green is the last answer we will take on this one. It is Tony La Russa. So Tony La Russa made a Jay-Z song here, and how you play your cards.
Yeah, because he was the manager.
So yeah. So Justin Green got it. Oh, Todd Van Poppel. What a name drop.
Wow.
That is a great one.
All right. Justin gets 400.
And somebody else got it. Paul did. He said Larissa, but that's clearly an autocorrect. So, yes.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
So we got Paul and Chad getting points.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely flat cheese. It doesn't hurt
goodness,
to answer wrong at all. Yeah, that's what we want. Absolutely.
Throw it out there.
I mean, Todd Van Poppel, man. Willie Mays Hayes. I mean,
man, Willie Mays Hayes.
For sure.
The great Bambino.
All right.
Van Lingle Mungo, huh? Thank you for that one, Dork.
Yeah, right. So great. All right. X gonna give it to you for 400. The professor's brother. I need both names here, please. Both names.
Yeah.
Well, first and last name is what I meant.
My autocorrect might get me canceled.
You'll be fine, Vincent. If it's real bad, we won't put it on, bud. You're good. You're all good. Yep. Sometimes I set you guys up for failure. Not trying to, but
yeah, it takes a lot to get canceled on YouTube. I think you're safe.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry. Are you on Facebook?
He's on
Facebook.
Facebook.
Never mind.
Yeah. All right, about 10 more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Yes, we will take the last one. Flat cheese got in. It is Mike Maddox was what I was looking for. Good. Oh, we'll take Chad Edwards. So Chad gets points.
Chad gets 400. Who else gets 400?
Willie.
Where's Willie? There's Willie. Okay.
We got Chris Peterson. I think that's a new one.
Oh, well, let me add Chris Peterson.
All right. You're added to the scoreboard.
All right. Chris Peterson.
Okay. John Temple.
John Temple.
Paul.
Where'd Paul go? There's Paul.
Chad.
Okay.
Chris. We got Joey.
Joey.
Vincent.
Okay.
Brandon.
Brandon.
Carl.
Carl.
John Carter and Justin.
John Carter and Justin. All right.
All right. I should know him for 400. Third baseman and catcher for Detroit for 12 years before finishing with the A's and Pirates. One-time All-Star selection in 2009. Yes.
Okay. I saw him like it's got to be.
Yeah. A lot of quick answers on this one. For
I
sure.
always liked him.
Yeah. Good little player for sure.
Sure
All right,
was.
10 more seconds.
Underrated.
Yep. All right. We'll take Chris Marie as the last one. Willie Wilness.
Willie came and just said it.
Yep. It is Brandon Inge. Yes, nice job. So Willie got it.
Willie gets 400.
Chris Marie.
Chris gets 400.
Paul Schumacher.
Paul gets 400.
Justin Green.
Justin gets 400.
Joey.
Joey.
Brandon. Chad. Carl. Vincent. John Carter. And then I'll give John Temple that, and St. Louis Prods got it too.
So John Temple and St. Louis Prods got it. Okay.
Yep. Good job. All right. Here we go. Star Wars / MLB hybrids for 400. Broken jaw he had, yet still a mighty home run he hit. Yes. And a diving stop he made. first baseman, right fielder, debuted in 2023 with A's, currently with the White Sox. This one has to be pretty specific on what I'm looking for here, because I think it's the only way it fits, unlike the first one. All right, about 10 more seconds here. I like this one because if you can get the Star Wars clues, sometimes like they rhyme or it's close.
Yeah,
like,
you can kind of figure it out.
Yeah. All right, we got about 5 more seconds. Bonus points for Chris there. Love it. All right. John Temple is the last one. We will. Oh, your mama's really close, Brandon. Really close. But yes, it is. I'm looking for Ryan Yoda. So that's exactly the answer I'm looking for. So we do have a lot of correct answers here. So Carl gets with a K.
Carl.
Willie.
Willie Wellness.
St. Louis Prods. What do we think? I mean, he gave me
an autocorrect, I think.
Okay. All right. We'll be lenient.
Yep.
Okay. John Temple.
John.
Chris Marie with Yoda Ryan. That's incredible. Yes.
That was great.
Yep. So Chris, Joey, Vincent, Chad, and John Carter. Thanks, Brandon. Thanks for stopping by, man. We really appreciate it. Even if you're coming for a few minutes, love it. Have fun at your meeting, I guess. We'll be around. We'll see you.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
All right. So after our $400 questions, Harrison, what do we got?
Whew, we got some serious points on the board tonight. So in first place at 3,600, Chad Edwards. Three-way tie in second place with Chris, Joey, and John Carter. Behind them, we've got Carl, Paul, and Vincent, all with 3,000. We have John Temple at 2,800. Justin Green at 2,600, Willie Wellness at 2,200, Brandon at 1,200, STL Prods at 1,000, Chris Peterson at 400, True to the Blue at 400, and Flat Cheese at 200.
Dang.
A lot of points on the board.
A lot of points. All right, here we go. Players over 6'10" for 600. He's the tallest player in MLB history, standing at a measly 6'11". Played from 2002 to 2013, playing for 7 different teams in his career. Oh, look at the honor system here. Love it.
Did we was Chad close on that one or no?
He might have been. I don't know. All right, about 10 more seconds here. All right. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. John Temple, looks like we're the last one. Oh, Chris, last one in. So now we're still coming in. It's so weird, the delay difference here.
It'll drive you crazy.
Yeah. All right. So Paul got it. It is John Rock. So Paul got it. Chris Marie got it.
Hang on. Let's start over.
Sorry. Paul
for 600 now, right? Jeez.
Yes, sir.
600.
Chris Marie,
600.
John Temple.
There's John, 600.
St. Louis Prods.
Oh, there they are. Okay.
We got Brian Adams. We got Brian Adams in the chat.
Well, it's the summer of 69.
That's right. We're gonna add him in there.
Yep, we're doing that right now. Brian Adams. He's got his first real 6-string. All right.
We got Justin. I'm sure he's never heard any of those jokes.
None of it. This is all original. You're welcome.
Yep. We got Joey.
Joey.
Chad. Vincent.
Where'd Vincent go? Okay.
Carl with a K.
Carl.
And John Carter.
All right. Your score has been corrected, Chad. You are correct.
All right. So here we go.
Asking if Jody is still married.
I don't get it.
Oh my goodness.
All of them are coming in now. Sorry, buddy. All right.
We can't save you, Nick.
All right. World Series year by winning pitcher. Here we go. Jack Morris, Andy Hawkins, Milt Wilcox, Jack Morris, and Aurelio Lopez.
Jack Morris was a one-man wrecking crew.
Yeah.
John, you're killing it tonight. I wouldn't mess with it.
Yeah, right. All right. Got about 10 more seconds here.
84 was a great year, by the way.
Yeah. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is 1984. So it is 1984. So we had a lot of discrepancies here. This might change the game a little bit. So we got Chad Edwards with points.
Chad gets 600.
We got Carl with a K. Vincent. Paul. Baseball history dork on the board.
Dorks on the board. Love it.
John Cata.
Boo. I mean, yep, got it, John.
He's good. All right. Yes. 1984.
That it?
Nice job. That is it.
My mind is more blank than the Rockies win column. That might be the line of the night, Flat Cheese.
That's incredible. All right. Here we go. X gonna give it to you for 600. Don't get these two players confused, even though they have the same exact name. One player for the Dodgers and the other for the Athletics. Now, John, we do like you, but careful. Careful. It's real thin ice here, buddy.
If Jamie Moyer was there, they would have closed that game out.
For sure.
John Carter, a full-on boo. That's a first. Nothing but love, John. Nothing but love.
Absolutely.
That boo was for Cap'n, who's not here.
Yeah, where is Cap'n tonight? He never misses a show.
I love the fact he thinks he gets a night off from us.
Yeah.
I think that's cute.
You wait until we see him tomorrow.
There'll be a little extra nothing in his paycheck.
Oh, here we go. All right. 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Yes, the answer is Max Muncy. So Max Muncy for the A's actually just called up not that long ago. So he is now on the big club. So we got some answers in here. So you ready?
I'm ready. Go.
We got Chad. We got Chris. We got John Dowd.
Oh, John Dowd is in the house, huh?
John Dowd is in.
There's John. All right. John's on the board.
We got Brian Adams.
Love Brian Adams being on the board.
We got Vincent. John Temple.
John Temple, who's concerned about his internet connection, although he's Slaying it tonight.
Yep. Carl with a K.
Carl.
Joey. Justin.
Joey.
Justin and John Cata.
John Carter. Boy, this is quite a night.
Yep, we got some scoring going on. All right, I should know him for 600.
Yeah, sorry about that, John.
I mean,
we've seen a World Series, yeah.
Yeah, John Dowd, greatest hitter ever. Yeah.
Carl got it right away. He knows. Yeah. He sees the game.
Whoa. All right, I should know him for 600. Here we go. Left fielder from 86 to 98 for Texas, Detroit, Houston, Philly, Baltimore, Yankees, Detroit, and Houston. 206 career home runs. You can thank my mother. Oh man, I'm sorry.
Well, the irony of it is that you said the 84 was before your time. So it's kind of rough to give you the name of a singer who was from before your time, so you don't get the references we're making.
Yeah.
Rough.
All right. About
who was the better Joey? Joey Lawrence or Joey Tribbiani?
Yes.
There's Nick riding the fence again.
I'm not picking. I'm not. Depends on the mood I'm in.
All
right, 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. So it is Pete Incaviglia. Nice job. So we got
bonus points to you guys who actually spelled it right, because that last name's a hell of a letter salad.
Yep. All right. So we'll take Chris.
So Chris, 600.
Paul. Joey. Baseball history dork.
The dork.
Justin.
Carl.
Vincent. And John Cata.
John Carter. Boom.
Yes. Yeah. John. Whoa versus how you doing? I don't know which one you pick, but all right, getting sidetracked here. All right. Star Wars MLB hybrids for 600. Current Astros first baseman who is siblings with Princess Leia.
Okay, good. Brian gets the references. He grew up in older stuff.
Okay.
Zeppelin's my favorite band. All right. Much respect for having good taste.
Yeah. We'll be a little bit
clearly raised right.
This one might be a little bit longer to type out. I'll give you guys a couple extra seconds here. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is. I was looking for Christian Skywalker. So we've got some correct answers in the chat. We got Carl. We got Chad. We got John Temple.
Whose internet's going through Russia.
We got Chris. Joey. Justin. And John Cata.
All right.
After our $600 round, Harrison, what do we got for scores?
We got a lot of points on the board. So now in first place with 6,200, we have John Carter. We have Carl right behind him at 6,000. Chad at 5,800. Chris and Joey at 5,600. Vincent at 5,400. Justin at 5,000. Paul at 4,800. John Temple at 4,600. Willie Wilness at 2,200. STL Prods at 1,600. Brandon and Brian and Dork are at 1,200. John Dowd at 600. Chris Peterson at 400. True to the Blue at 400. And Flat Cheese at 200. A
Nice.
lot of points on the board tonight.
There's still a lot of points to be had. This is still anybody's game for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
And John's being aided by Russia.
Well, he's closer to them than we are, so.
I mean, fair.
All right. Here we go. Where did my 200 box go? I'm going to have to fix that. All right. Players over 6'10" for 800. Pitcher from 2004 to 2017 for the Rangers, Padres, Mets, Mariners, and Royals. Currently is head of baseball operations for the Rangers.
I always forget he's that tall.
Yeah, I did too until I was like looking at the list. And I was like, dang. All right, about 10 more seconds. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cue Chris Marie. There it is. All right.
Boom. It's complete.
Yeah. All right. It is Chris Young. Nice job. So we got Brian Adams.
So we're now at 800 now, right?
We are at 800. Brian
Ooh.
Adams.
Brian Adams.
Chris.
800.
Paul. John Temple. We got Vincent. Chad. Carl with a K.
There he is.
Where did I Justin. Joey.
There's Joey.
And John Carter. Yeah. So I mean, both points here real quick. There's 5 players over 6'10". That's actually shocking. I was kind of shocked too. But I think it's legit only 5. You'd think being tall would be good for pitchers. You would. You think they get that angle, that extra reach. But really only one guy, right? I mean, yeah. Randy Johnson.
Worked out great for Randy.
Yeah. And just a little bit. I mean, he was an all right pitcher.
Yeah, I mean, he was okay if you like strikeouts and wins.
Yep. All right, here we go. World Series year by winning pitcher for 800. Vern Law, Bob Turley, Whitey Ford, Vern Law, Harvey Haddix, Whitey Ford, and Harvey Haddix. Yeah, we're great to have people that can come for the whole time. Like, it's pretty cool. So I'm glad you could make it for a full one, Carl. It's awesome.
Oh, Mr. Clams has snuck in here with.
Yeah, there you go with Chris Young. All right.
Apparently that 3-man rotation worked out great for them.
Yeah, just a little bit. Pitching was a little different.
Yeah. You think?
I'll give you that clue.
And they probably combined to go, 8 innings per start.
Yeah. All right, about 10 more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. We got Chad will be the last answer here. It is 1960. Nice job. Yes, 1960. The famous Bill Mazeroski home run to walk it off. It is 1960. So we got Chris. We got Chad.
Hang on. So we got Chris.
Yep.
Chad.
Paul. Justin. Joey. Carl. Vincent. And John Carter.
Boom.
Yeah.
Got them all.
Yeah, Pirates won in 60. Yeah, the Bill Mazeroski walk-off homer, Game 7. And then MVP that year only had 2 home runs. Baseball was a different game back then, for sure.
Crazy.
Yep. All right. Baseball players in song lyrics for 800. Nicki Minaj featuring Drake, 2010. Young Money, The Mafia, that's Word to Little Cease. I'm in the Dominican, blank, blank, blank.
Is it bad? I want to put a different name in there because it would sound better.
I don't know. What's the name you're thinking? It might be right.
Oh, the fielder go down in the book. We'll come back to your question here in a second, Flat Cheese.
It's a 4-base error. That's all it is.
Well, yeah, it depends. Is it a ball you mean like hits off the fielder and goes over the wall for a home run, and then it's a home run?
Yeah. No, it's ruled a 4-base error. I'm pretty sure. Like Jose Canseco's off his head. It's a 4-base award. It might not be considered a home run.
No clue.
I don't know. I'd have to look that up.
No, sorry. I was reading John Carter's answer.
Oh, gotcha.
Sorry.
All right. So no one's got this one. We'll give it 2 or 3 more seconds.
Todd Van Poppel gets in there again.
All right. We actually do have one correct answer in the chat, and it is our lyricist himself, Brian Adams, with Big Papi Ortiz. It is. I'm in the Dominican. Big Papi Ortiz is the line. Nice job. It is
Brian Adams gets
Papi Ortiz. Yes.
I like the idea of that's Word Little Cease. I'm in the Dominican with Pokey Reese. That's where I wanted it to go.
That's a good one too.
That's where I wanted it to go.
Yeah. Since it was 3 blanks, John, like you're technically right, but I could think you were meaning Russ Ortiz, but I'm just kidding. But I did want Big Papi Ortiz. There was 3 blanks there, but yes. So
that was
nice.
That was a
job.
stumper.
That was a tough one. All right. X gonna give it to you for 800. Relief pitcher from 2009 to 2021 for the Brewers, Cardinals, Indians, Pirates, Rockies, A's, Blue Jays. Wow. Dodgers and
Thunder?
Yeah, that was Thunder.
Wow.
I'm telling you, dude, it's nuts here. Dodgers and ending with the Brewers. 144 career saves.
Yowza.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it has been wild here the last 3 days. Wild.
Like during Miami at the Diddy party. Well, Diddy was still wearing so much baby oil that even the charges couldn't stick.
Anyways, all right, we still got 3 seconds on the clock here. All right, I'll give you about 10 more seconds here. 5. All right. The answer I was looking for, his name actually came up last week as a guest. It is John Axford. Nice job. So we got some correct answers in here. You ready, right, Harrison?
Let's hit it.
All right. We got Chris got it.
800 for Chris.
Brian Adams.
Brian.
Vincent. Joey. John.
Which John?
Temple. Sorry.
So we too many Johns here, man.
I know. Yep. John Temple. Chad Edwards.
Chad.
Carl.
John Carter.
Justin Green. Yes, and that is it.
Cool.
All right. I should know him for 800. Right-handed pitcher from Japan from 97 to 02 for the Yankees, Expos, and the Rangers, compiling a 34 and 35 win-loss record with a 5.15 ERA. Oh, Harrison's trying to answer here. What do we got? Yes, sir.
Okay, because that's the only name I could think of. I'm like, I feel like that's got to be him.
Yeah. All right.
Was he the one that Steinbrenner called a fat toad?
Probably. I mean,
Steinbrenner hated one of those Japanese guys with a passion.
yeah. All right, about 5 more seconds here.
We got a bunch of answers coming in. Good.
Yeah.
Keep them coming.
All right. 3, 2, 1. It is Hideki Arabu. Nice job. All right. So we got John Temple.
John Temple.
Brian Adams.
Man, Brian is coming on strong here.
Yep.
Brian, there he is. He's moving up the leaderboard. Harder to find now.
Paul.
Mike
Reed.
Hold on.
He might not be in there.
I feel like... Nope, Mike was here from last week.
Oh, nice. Yep.
All right.
So you got him?
Yep.
Chad. Chris. Justin. Carl. Did Arabu pass away? Huh. Vincent. Joey. And John Carter.
Boom. All right.
Oh, wow. He did pass away. I did not know that.
When?
July 27th, 2011.
Oh, wow. A long time ago.
They ruled it a suicide.
Yikes.
Wow. I did not know that. Well,
Eric Sim, is that the guy who does like the crazy batting practice stuff and hangs out with Trevor Bauer? I'm pretty sure that's who you're talking about.
And then I didn't know this. In Japan, Arabu is known as the jellyfish and rocket boy. Huh. I just learned something new there. That's pretty awesome. That's awesome. All right. Star Wars MLB hybrids for 800. Commander-in-Chief of the Imperial Military and the closer of the Houston Astros. This might be an easy point getter for everybody.
This might be my favorite one.
I don't know how he doesn't have this nickname.
Well, and I was just going to say, it might be my favorite one because he should already have this nickname. Like, why is this not a thing? Why are they not selling shirts in the ballpark with like him with the mask on?
We need to put it on our store.
Yes, we do.
Carl, you're not a Debbie Downer. Like, I love learning stuff like that I've never known before.
Yeah,
like,
I had no idea.
Yeah. That's the best part of this podcast is like you guys teach us just as much as like you guys get out of us. So it's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. Because did not know.
No.
Justin Green, I was waiting for this. Yes, this question is clearly the best.
Yeah. All right, about 3 more seconds here. All right, as you guys all got it, it is Darth Hader for sure. Nice job. So we got Vincent, Mike
Reed. There he is.
Paul, Chris, John Temple, Chad, Carl, John Carter.
Yep.
Joey. Justin. And that's it. Yes. Boom. So Darth Hader. Nice job. All right. Our final score update before the $1,000 questions here.
Whew. This is a tight one here at the top. So John Carter, 10,200. Carl at 10,000. Chad Edwards, 9,800. Chris, 9,600. Joey, 9,600. Vincent, 9,400. Justin, 9,000. Paul, 8,000. John Temple, 7,800. Brian Adams at 4,400. Willie Wilness, 2,200. Mike Reed at 1,600. STL Prods at 1,600. Brandon at 1,200. Dork at 1,200. John Dowd at 600. Chris Peterson at 400. True to the Blue, 400. Flat Cheese, 200.
All right. Still anybody's ball game. This is crazy.
It is It is such a cluster at the top.
Yeah. All right. Players over 6'10" tall for 1,000. An appropriate name for a pitcher. This southpaw only pitched for the Mets from 92 to 94, winning 4 games and losing 14.
Yikes. It's not a real good record.
No. Can we do categories based on each division sometime? Maybe. I'll put in. I like to be like as creative with my categories as possible. So we'll see. John Temple. Oh man.
I prefer to go with the even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while, but that works too.
Yeah. All right. About 10 more seconds here.
Kind of forgot about this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really no reason to remember him necessarily.
Yeah. Well, when you're forward 14 in 3 years, that will do it.
Yeah, no.
All right. 3, 2, 1. All right. It is Eric Hillman. So nice job. We have some correct answers in the chat. Nice job. So we got John Temple.
Up to 1,000 now. Big points.
We got Chris. Got it?
Chris.
Joey. Justin.
Where'd Justin go? There's Justin.
Chad. Carl. Vincent. And John Carter. Nice.
Boom.
All right.
Big scores on these boards.
Yeah, it's crazy. This is definitely the most that we've ever seen. So only other pitcher is 7'1". Loke Van Meel made it to AAA with the Twins and Rangers. That's crazy. 7'1".
That's wild.
Ooh. Yeah.
He must have looked massive on the mound. Just insane.
The ball can't even come out of the batter's eye because he's pitching from the sky.
Yeah.
I mean,
when he lets go of it at full stretch, he's like right next to you.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
All right. World Series year by winning pitchers for 1,000. Johnny Sane, Bob Lemon, Gene Bearden, Steve Gromek, Warren Spahn, Bob Lemon. This might be a shot in the dark, or if you're really good at your baseball history, I'll even give you that hint. Obviously, I think Warren Spahn kind of gives away that possible time period here.
Yeah, if not for Warren Spahn, it's kind of like, ooh boy, that time frame could be pretty wide.
Well, Bob Lemon too is also a sort of a household name here. All right, about 10 more seconds. All right. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is 1948. So we do have some correct answers in the chat, and this could change the scores here a little bit. So we got Chad at 48.
All right, Chad.
We got Joey. We got Chris. We got Brian. We got Paul.
Where'd Paul go? There's Paul.
And Justin.
A little bit of shuffling at the top here.
Yes. All right. Baseball players in song lyrics for 1,000. Beyonce featuring Jay-Z, 2006. I used to run bass like blank blank. Now I run the bass, hi-hat, and snare. Yeah, that was a famous saying for sure.
John had his baseball card, only had his torso in the picture. I can't imagine you can fit any more of him in the picture when you're that tall.
Yeah. All right, about 10 more seconds here. About 5 more seconds.
John, not my music. Fair. Some of these are hard for me too.
3, 2, 1. All right, we do not have a correct answer yet. It is not Ricky Henderson. It is not Willie Mays. I will take the first correct answer here. It is not Ricky Henderson. Yeah, everyone's guessing Henderson. It is not Henderson. Jamie Moyer would be my second guess. Nope. All right. Any other guesses? I'm not going to give hints to, I'm just going to tell you the answer here.
Keep in mind, it's a rap song, so the last name is going to rhyme with snare.
Right.
So who was a speedster in the mid-2000s whose last name rhymes with snare?
Mark McGuire. No, not quite.
This guy was a well-known speedster too.
For sure. Not Deion Sanders, not Derek Jeter. Did you?
There we go. We got
baseball history.
Forrest is in.
It is Juan Pierre, Ric Flair.
Ric Flair. I love that answer.
I used to run base like Juan Pierre is what it is. Right. Baseball history. Dork is in.
Dork gets
Justin,
the points.
Justin Green got it after, but I'm going to give it to Dork. Nice job. Oof. Yep. Nice work. So Juan Pierre. All right. X gonna give it to you for 1,000. And I think this one is the hardest one on here tonight. So here we go.
Ooh, okay.
Now, with the integration of the Negro League stats, this is the only player, according to Baseball Reference, who has a last name that starts with X.
We're bound to finally have somebody.
I mean, if somebody,
this is so. Where's Justin?
Yeah,
Geezer would know this for sure. Yeah, Michael. Next question.
Yeah, right. Yeah. All right, about 10 more seconds here.
I appreciate the creativity.
Yeah, that's a great guess, Vincent. Love it. John Xerox.
Next has X in it, so really Michael was following the rules. Wait, what?
All right, about 3 more seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1. We actually have 2 correct answers in the chat.
I'm impressed.
This is crazy. Carl has the first name and the last name. Absolutely crazy. It is Leah Vigildo Zakis, I believe is how it's pronounced. And Chad got it too. So we have 2. So our 3. Chad got it, Carl got it, and Justin got it. Wow. Yeah, I mean, if you spend some time on Baseball Reference and you click on X, like his name's going to pop up because it's the only one in that. It's pretty wild, but pretty cool.
Useless knowledge. Yes, it is.
Yep, 1,000% it's useless knowledge. Yep. And we're all full of it, as you know, why we put this show together for everybody. And us too.
Say flat cheese, you're good. You're good. No need to delete your account. You're good.
Yeah, no, you're fine, buddy. All right. I should know him for 1,000. Utility infielder for the Blue Jays, Dodgers, Cubs, Pirates, Cardinals, Orioles, Brewers, Nationals, and Reds from 2001 to 2013 with a .254 career average and belting a staggering 17 career home runs.
Wow. Big time power. Yeah. Forrest. That is literally the definition of trivia.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's why we love it. We get to show off all the stupid stuff we have trapped in our brains. I can't remember what I had for lunch yesterday, but I can tell you some obscure baseball reference.
I can tell you who Leo Vigildo Zakis is.
Yeah, that name's a mouthful.
Yeah. Leo Vigildo. I hope I say that right. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
All right, we got about 5 more seconds here.
There's too many letters in that name for me to be confident that I'm getting it right.
Yeah, same. All right. 3, 2, 1. It is Cesar Isturis. Nice job. So we have got 4 or 5 answers here.
Okay, who's got it?
We have got Chris has got it.
Chris?
John Temple.
John Temple?
Chad.
Chad?
John Carter.
John Carter?
Vincent.
Vincent?
Justin.
Justin?
Joey.
Joey?
Brian.
Ryan?
Carl.
Carl. There's Carl.
Yes.
Boom.
All right. The last one. Star Wars MLB hybrids for 1,000.
What a great way to end it.
Was attacked by midges during an outing in Cleveland and is the head of the criminal enterprise from his Tatooine palace.
This is a good one. I bet he hit 2 of those off the Mariners.
Both slams.
I bet. Probably was.
All 17 were off the Mariners. Yep.
I had to answer that one because I couldn't help myself.
Yeah. All right, about 10 more seconds.
You can definitely tell who the Star Wars fans are.
Yep. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. It is. I put Jabba Chamberlain the Hutt. I'll take kind of a variety of them. I knew I was going to be picky on them, but you guys are all around it. I'll be lenient. I'm feeling nice.
All right, who's getting points?
All right. We'll say John Temple.
Yep.
Chris.
Yep.
I mean, Rake Prods. We're on the board with 1,000.
Hang on, got to add. Boom, got him.
Okay, Brian got it.
Yep.
Vincent. Joey. Forrest, baseball history dork. Carl. Justin. Mike Reed.
Oh, nice. Love it.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. All right. What are our scores going into Final Jeopardy?
These scores are bananas.
I'm sure.
So tied in first, we have Justin and Carl at 14,000. Right behind them is Chad at 13,800, Chris at 13,600, Joey at 13,600, Vincent at 12,400, John Carter at 12,200, John Temple at 10,800. We got Paul at 9,000, Brian Adams at 7,400, Dork at 3,200, Mike Reed at 2,600, Willie Wilnes at 2,200, STL Prods at 1,600, Brandon at 1,200, Reich Prods at 1,000, John Dowd at 600, Chris Peterson at 400, True to the Blue at 400, and Flat Cheese at 200. We have 20 people with points.
That's incredible. Love
Wild.
It. All right. So Final Jeopardy. This is a 20,000. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
$2,000 question. So it could leapfrog here into first place. This could change a lot. So here is the category: single game achievements. Here is the final clue. Please only answer once. Here we go. This pitcher was the last pitcher to throw 100+ strikes in a single game. 100 strikes, not 100 pitches. So obviously had more than 100 pitches, but threw 100 strikes in one game. Now start the timer.
Okay. Here we go. We may need a tiebreaker depending on how this goes.
Well, just if you tie them first, they both get 5 points. That's how we'll do it.
Oh, you're so nice.
Well,
that's insane to throw 100 strikes in a game.
right. All right. We got about 10 more seconds here. 5, 3, 2, 1. All right. The answer to Final Jeopardy for this week is, in fact, Randy Johnson. So nice job. We have a lot of people with the correct answer here.
Oh,
so,
boy. All right, here we go.
We got Chad. We got Chris.
Okay.
We got John Temple.
Yep.
We got John Carter.
Oh, hang on. Okay.
Brian.
Yep.
Justin.
Oops.
And
Justin.
Vincent.
And Vincent.
Yeah. So John Temple actually picked it up. I did this on purpose. I started the show with Randy Johnson and ended the show with Randy Johnson. But yes. All right. Well, Harrison, can you release the scores?
Oof, I'm gonna have to share the screen. So
yep, let's
just
do
proof.
it. Let's do it.
All right, here are the final scores. In first, Justin with 16,000. In second, Chad with 15,800. In third, Chris with 15,600. Followed by Vincent at 14,400. John at 14,200. Carl at 14,000. Joey at 13,600. John Temple at 12,800. Brian Adams at 9,400. Paul Schumacher at 9. Dork at 3,200. Mike Reed at 2,600. Willie Wilness at 2,200. STL Prods at 1,600. Brandon at 1,200. Reich Prods at 1,000. John Dowd at 600. Chris Peterson 400. True to the Blue 400. And Flat Cheese at 200. What a game.
That was incredible. Wow. That was awesome. So, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to update the totals here now for our standings. It's pretty remarkable. We got a lot of people in the standings, in the hunt. Pretty awesome. So we got right now, after 5 weeks, who was in third? Chris. Was it Chris Marie?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to need a new page here to keep the standings.
So many names. People are getting on the board.
Love it. All right. So right now we have John Carter at the top with 15 points after 5 weeks, after the midway point. We have Brandon in second with 8. We have Justin Green in third with 7. And then we got Chad Edwards, Vincent, Jared, and Joey with 3, still within striking distance. Then we got Josh with 2, and then we got Captain, John O'Hara, and Chris Marie with 1 point. So halfway through, still plenty of time to get those scores up for sure. So, all right. Absolute blast, like always, fellas. That I love putting these together for you. I hope you guys have fun playing the game. That's why we do it. I try to make the questions challenging, but not so challenging that no one's going to get them. I mean, I do know we have a ton of knowledgeable baseball fans that follow us, which is, I mean, it's apparent tonight.
Based on those scores, holy cow.
Yeah, it's apparent tonight for sure. So you guys are absolutely incredible. Thanks, John. Appreciate it. But every week, every show we have, you guys come on and support us. We really, really enjoy it. Justin, this is really great feedback. It's really cool. I love that. When I pitched this idea to Harrison, he's like, yeah, I think this would be pretty cool to do. So I found a template, I put it together, and we're just running with it. So absolutely love it. Glad you guys are enjoying it. But we will.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So we will be back on tomorrow night. We will for sure. But the next Jeopardy game next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. John, we will be on tomorrow. I know we took last Thursday off because of the 4th. It's good to see that everyone's got all their appendages and they're back here to play Jeopardy in order to type on their phones and laptops. So
and don't miss tomorrow. We got more Raffy Devers drama. We got all-star changes. We got home run derby people finally starting to fill out the lineup here. So
we got tons of stuff to cover tomorrow for
good stuff.
Sure. The ABS coming to the All-Star game.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff for us to dive into tomorrow.
Yeah, so we will definitely be talking a ton of baseball. Next week's going to be cool. So we have Thursday show, we have Sunday show, we're going to do a live home run derby watch on Monday, then back to Jeopardy Wednesday. Like, we're going to be on quite a bit. Jason Pierre-Paul that gives that fireworks joke 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, so we do have a lot of times we'll be able to talk baseball with you fellas. So looking forward to it. Until then, we'll see you in about roughly 23 hours. We'll be on tomorrow, talk some baseball.